Welcome to Selfish Confidence, a place where we can connect and be real about how hard it is to be your damn self. My name is Jess, and my goal is to help you build confidence and belief in yourself to live any life path you want, even if it's unconventional. It's time to flip off societal pressures and connect with women who've also felt on the outside by their life choices. We're here to encourage you to grab the mic and speak your truth. I know it can be scary, but we're in this together. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome to this week's Confidence Corner. I have an interesting thought and story to share with you today that I have just been thinking about for the last 24 hours. Something happened yesterday, and I was like, you know what? That is going to make a really great episode. That's what I need to talk about tomorrow. And what's funny is when you're a podcaster or on social media in general or a blogger or whatever you do, however you create, everything becomes content. Everything becomes a story. Everything becomes something that you can share. And this happened yesterday in a very simple moment. And before I get into it, I just wanted to remind you of two quick things. First one being that tomorrow is a big day in the sisterhood. It is our monthly workshop. So every month we have a different workshop. And this month we are focusing on money mindset. So I invited my friend Emily King to come on and to talk all about confidence with your finances, confidence with money, and how to feel your best around your finances. It was something that kept coming up for the sisters. So tomorrow night, if you are in the sisterhood, that is our workshop. It's not too late to join. It is a part of our monthly community, so you do have to be a part of it and commit to at least 1 month. It's only $10 to join, and you can cancel anytime. But what's really special about this place is that you'll get the Q&A tomorrow too. You'll get every week the Q&A or the coffee chats that we have, our weekly productivity hours, a space where you can connect on a platform that's totally off of social media, which I absolutely love, and so many other things that are really special about this space. If you're looking for women who are just like you, looking for more, the sisterhood is for you. So check that out. And tomorrow night's workshop is at 8 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, which I'm really, really excited about. So 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so first off that. Second off, I wanted to remind you for anyone coming to the retreat, which is happening on April 21st to the 23rd, totally sold out. So if you didn't get your ticket yet, sorry, you're going to have to wait till the next one, which will be in the fall. But if you are, this week is the last week to order your sweaters for the event, to have it at the retreat. So to be matching with everyone, to have your sweaters, you have to have your order in this week. So for those coming to the retreat, send me a message so that I can get your order in. And for those who want the embroidered sweater, so I don't have it on right now, but the embroidered sweater with down the arm, it says Own Your Magic. Last order will be going in at the end of the month. So April 31st, I think, is the last day of the month. So you'll be able to grab your sweater by then. That's it. That's all I have for announcements. Now we can get into my story. I feel like I've been like, I gotta take a deep breath, stop talking so fast and slow down. That's the one thing I do struggle with the most when it comes to podcasting. But that being said, yesterday, which was Easter Sunday, for those of you who celebrate Easter, it was Easter Sunday yesterday, and we had spent some time at home with my family, my parents, my nephews, and yesterday afternoon we were going to have a brunch. But in the morning, I slept in. I had a quiet morning. I was sitting out on the deck in the sun, on the ground, eating an everything bagel, and I had my cats sitting on the ground with me. And I had this moment of, maybe I should take out my camera and take a little video and write like Easter morning bliss, or like share this snippet that I am just so grateful for. This moment of peace, this moment of silence that just feels so good. And I didn't take the video for a couple reasons. I thought instantly, I was like, you know what? Like, people are going to think I'm absolutely crazy for thinking this moment is bliss. This moment is so special to be sitting here in complete silence in nature on Easter Sunday, just me all by myself. People are going to think I'm such a weirdo for finding peace in that. And I know that's not true. So everybody who's listening who's like, that sounds beautiful, you are 100% my people. But in that moment, I let the judgment of others who were running around with their kids or having a different morning or, having their own kind of bliss on Easter Sunday. I let their judgment, regardless of if they have it or not, get in the way of me sharing a moment that I thought was really special. That was just me hanging out, doing my thing like I normally do in the silence, in the quiet. And in that moment, I remembered the only opinion that matters is mine, regardless of if I share something or not. And same thing goes for you. The only opinion that matters is yours. Whatever that is, whatever you've been thinking of doing, what's on your heart, your opinion matters. And your opinion matters for your story, not for my story, right? And even in this moment when I was thinking, it was just like heaven on earth. And I truly felt that in that moment of bliss on Easter Sunday, heaven on earth, just spending a moment all on my lonesome in the sunshine. But what's interesting is that I let the judgment of other people hold me back from sharing that. And I let the judgment of what Easter is all about, family and friends and kids running around and the eggs and the chocolate and all of these pieces that make Easter so beautiful, I let that hold me back, right? From sharing something that was so special to me. So I ask you what it is that's on your heart. What's that thing that you don't often share or say out loud because you're afraid of what someone else is going to think or what someone else is going to say? Maybe it's a business that's on your heart. Maybe it's just an opinion on something. You come from an opinionated family, but you're afraid to share your opinion, right? There's so many things that we hold ourselves back from. But I got to tell you, what other people think of you should not stop you. I know there's that should that I hate, but it shouldn't. Do you know why? Because the only opinion that matters is yours. This is your life. And external validation is great. Believe me, I love me some external validation. I love when someone says, love your podcast, love what you're doing. You know, I'm so excited for your journey. You inspire me, blah, blah, blah. All these things, right? It's great. Feels good. Checks the box. That like on Instagram, that feeling that people coming on live on the episode, being here with me, feels great. I love you so much for that. But if I don't like myself, if I don't like what I'm doing, if I don't like what I'm speaking about, and I feel really emotional to say that if I am not content with what I'm doing, none of that matters, right? None of that matters. All that matters is that you love what you're doing. If you're writing a book, and I say this because I see that Maggie's on live. If you're writing a book and you hate what you're writing about, like if I were to write a book about war or something, or I don't know, candle making, whatever, and I'm just like not interested in the topic at all, that book's going to be pretty freaking awful, right? Regardless of if other people like it, external people say, oh my gosh, great book, loved it so much, but you know it's just not for you and it doesn't feel good, then it wasn't for you, right? It doesn't matter if the outside world loves what you're doing. What matters is that you love it. And in that moment on Easter, when I'm all by myself, sitting there, enjoying some sunshine, doing my thing, it doesn't matter if other people look at me and think, wow, she must be so lonely. How could she not want kids, right? How could she be excited on Easter in the silence? Ugh, right? Ew. Easter is about being with your family. Easter is about, the loud kids running all around grabbing the eggs. And until I can be okay with that side of myself that is wholeheartedly on board with not having children and sharing that with the world, until I can be there and confident in that decision, I don't think I can share it without that fear of judgment, until I'm so wholeheartedly just like, yes, this is me and this is who I am and I'm confident in it. I'm not going to be able to share that without that fear of the outside world. And there's always going to be a comment. There's always going to be an opinion. There's always going to be someone that says something. But once you're so sure and so confident in what your life is and the decisions that you're making and what you're doing, those don't matter. Those comments don't matter. They bounce right off you. And you're just like, oh, okay, cool. You do you. There's always going to be an external opinion, good or bad. But the most important one is yours. So I challenge you today to look at yourself and look at what you're doing and look at how you feel about what you're doing in your life. How do you feel about your job? How do you feel about your family life? How do you feel about the breakfast you ate? Feel good? You feel like you're on the right track? Like you made the choices that you wanted to make? Yes? Awesome. Keep going. Don't let the outside world change that for you. But if you're just like, nah, it actually didn't feel that good. I would have rather woken up like this, and not in a judgmental way of yourself, like I should be doing more. I'm not enough. But in just what you're doing and in the actions that you take. How do you feel? Does it feel good? Awesome. If it feels off, let's change something. Right? If the job that you're doing doesn't feel aligned, and I know that's a hard one because we have to work to make money, to pay for things that we want, but really start to take steps towards what it is that you do want, the work that you do want to do, the business that you do want to start, and see how that feels. Step into it, and don't be afraid of what people are going to say, because they're going to say something. They are. I'm proud of you. I love what you're doing. But that doesn't matter. All that matters is that you love what you're doing. So check in on yourself today. I hope you're having an awesome day. What's up, sis? I am so glad we could hang out today. If you love this episode, send it to a friend or share it on your social media and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me sprinkle some confidence in the world. And don't forget, you are magic. Let's show the world your shine.